A person complains about their boss, only to realize they sent the message to the boss. Have you ever had that heart-stopping moment where you send a text and instantly regret it? Well, buckle up, because my story takes that feeling and cranks it up to a whole new level of professional disaster. It all started on a Monday, which, let's be honest, is already a tough start to any week. The pressure at work was immense. We had this huge project deadline looming, and my boss, let's call him Mr. Harrison, was on a mission. He was micromanaging every single detail, checking in every hour, and sending emails with urgent in the subject line for things that were definitely not urgent. You know the type. By midday, my stress levels were through the roof. I just needed to vent, to let off some steam before I completely lost my cool in the office, so I did what any of us would do. I grabbed my phone to complain to my work bestie, Sarah. We had a long-standing tradition of being each other's professional support system, which mostly involved sending each other memes and complaining about our workloads. I started typing furiously, a waterfall of frustration pouring from my fingertips. I wrote, "I cannot take another second of this. Mr. Harrison is driving me insane. Does he think we're robots? He just asked me to redo the presentation slides for the 5th time. The color of the bar chart is apparently not inspiring enough. I'm about to send him a Pantone color wheel and tell him to pick one himself. I swear, if I get one more email from him, I might just walk out." It felt so good to get it all out. It was dramatic, a little exaggerated, but it was exactly how I felt in that moment. I hit send without a second thought. A wave of relief washing over me. Freedom. For about 10 seconds. Then a notification popped up on my screen. It wasn't from Sarah. It was a reply, and the name on the screen made my blood run cold. It was from Mr. Harrison. My heart didn't just stop. It felt like it fell out of my chest, hit the floor, and shattered into a million pieces. The message was simple. Just 2 words, but they were the most terrifying 2 words I had ever read. Got it. I stared at my phone, my brain refusing to process what had just happened. I checked the recipient of my original message. There it was in black and white. Instead of selecting Sarah, my phone had auto-corrected, or I had fat-fingered it, and I had sent my entire rant, my unfiltered stream of consciousness, directly to my boss. The man I had just called insane. The man who held my professional fate in his hands. The office, which had felt loud and bustling moments before, suddenly went silent. All I could hear was the frantic pounding of my own heart. I could feel beads of sweat forming on my forehead. My mind raced through 1,000 scenarios, each one worse than the last. Would I be fired on the spot? Would he march over to my desk and publicly humiliate me? Should I just pack my things and run? I felt like I was in a nightmare. I looked over at Mr. Harrison's office. The blinds were down. I couldn't see if he was in there fuming or perhaps crafting a very creative termination letter. Every passing second felt like an hour. I tried to type a reply, an apology, anything, but my hands were shaking so badly I could barely hold my phone. What do you even say in that situation? Oops, wrong person? Just kidding. You're the best boss ever? Nothing felt right. After what felt like an eternity of pure, unadulterated panic, my desk phone rang. The caller ID displayed Mr. Harrison. This was it, the moment of truth. My hand trembled as I picked up the receiver. I held my breath, bracing for the inevitable yelling. I managed to squeak out a hello, a voice I barely recognized as my own. There was a pause on the other end of the line, a long, heavy silence that stretched for what felt like a lifetime. And then he spoke. His voice was calm, not angry. He said, "Can you come to my office for a moment, please?" That please was somehow more terrifying than if he had screamed. It was the calm before the storm. I stood up on wobbly legs, feeling the eyes of my coworkers on me. Did they know? Could they sense my impending doom? I walked the Green Mile to his office, each step echoing my failure. I knocked on his door, my knuckles barely making a sound. "Come in," he said. I pushed the door open and stepped inside. Mr. Harrison was sitting at his desk, not looking at me. He was just staring at his computer screen. My termination papers were probably already printed. He motioned for me to sit down. I sat on the edge of the chair, ready to bolt. He finally turned to face me, and he didn't look angry. He looked tired. He let out a long sigh and said, "Look, I read your message." I opened my mouth to apologize, to explain, but he held up a hand to stop me. "Don't," he said. "To be honest, you're not wrong." I was floored. Was this a trap? Was he about to say, "You're not wrong, and you're fired"? But he continued. "This project has been incredibly stressful for everyone. I have been under a lot of pressure from upper management, and I know I've been passing that pressure down to you and the team. I've been micromanaging, and I haven't been listening." He looked me straight in the eye. "As for the bar chart color, you were right." It was a ridiculous request. I was just projecting my own stress. I sat there, utterly speechless. This was the last thing I had expected. He then swiveled his monitor around to face me. On the screen was the presentation. He pointed to the original bar chart I had made. "This color is fine," he said. "In fact, it's perfect. Let's go with this." He then explained the pressure he was under and why he'd been so on edge. It wasn't an excuse, but it was an explanation. It was a turning point, not just for that day, but for our entire working relationship. He apologized for his behavior, and I, in turn, apologized for sending for sending the message. We ended up having a surprisingly productive and honest conversation about the workload and communication within the team. He actually asked for my input on how to better manage the project flow. It was like the accidental text had broken down a wall between us. From that day forward, things at work changed. Mr. Harrison became more collaborative, more trusting, and a lot less obsessed with the emotional state of his bar charts. He started treating us more like a team and less like his personal worker drones. The atmosphere in the office improved tenfold. The project, by the way, was a huge success. And what about Sarah? Well, about an hour after my meeting with Mr. Harrison, I finally got a text from her. It just said, "Oh, you okay? Did you mean to send that to me?" I met her for coffee later and told her the whole story. She could not stop laughing. She said she almost had a heart attack on my behalf when she imagined who I might have sent it to. We still laugh about it to this day. It's become a legendary story in our friendship, the day of the accidental text. It taught me a valuable lesson, though. Firstly, always double-check who you're sending a message to, especially if it's a rant about your boss. Seriously, triple-check it. It's a simple action that can save you from a world of panic. But on a deeper level, it taught me that sometimes even our biggest mistakes can lead to unexpected positive outcomes. That moment of sheer terror led to a breakthrough in communication that our team desperately needed. It humanized my boss to me, and it humanized me to him. It turned a high-stress, toxic environment into a collaborative and supportive one. It's a crazy story, and I still get a little jolt of anxiety when I think about that got it message. But in a weird way, I'm almost grateful for my fat-fingered mistake. Almost. It was a terrifying, heart-stopping, career-flashing before my eyes moment that I would not recommend to anyone. But hey, it made for a great story, right? So next time you make a mistake, take a deep breath. You never know. It might just be the best mistake you ever make. Thanks for listening to my story. If you've ever had a similar wrong message moment, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear that I'm not alone. And if you like, give me a like and subscribe for more stories. See you next time.